Number 1 is kill it with fire, because fire kills almost anything and everything. And 2, bomb the house, as this bonbon did, but he failed quite miserably. And number 3, hit it with a heavy thing, such as a pickaxe, or a bunch of rocks. Okay, anyway, welcome back to my video. I'm very sorry about the lack of videos, and thank you all so much for your support. Thanks for 116 subscribers and counting since this recording, and I hope you've been looking forward to the next one. Spoiler alert, mayhaps one of my future videos will be me making fun of my old IDV OCs. It is because the trailer script I wrote at the age of 12 was really something to look at, and I hope something to laugh at, because I will be voice acting it out. Why did I say that? It's also going to be a bit different from my other videos because I'll be trying to draw them, and mind you that the only art I've ever done was drawing flags in geography class, because that's all we do apparently. Now my yap is over, hopefully, and now we're going to focus on the match. Since Bonbon is a camp heavy hunter, it's important that the first kite is long because rescuing will be hard even with tide. And like Naiad, basement is like seeing free money on the ground for them. I want free money too, okay? But we can't all have what we want. And they can't have basement either because I'm a priestess. As you can see, I tried to slowly make my way away from the basement since I really have nowhere else to go. And well, getting basement with any hunter is bad enough, but with a hunter like Bonbon, you're either gonna get sold or the entire team will die trying to save you even though you're spamming "don't rescue me." I messed this portal up so bad, but we can't all be S1 priestess at the same time. I'm pretty sure my brain cell was given to the hive mind of priestess mains. I would also like to request to have my brain cell back from the hive mind because I am running out of kites that I've done because I lack the ability to think without my cell. Anyway, he loses me after this, and since I'm priestess, I heal really fast and basically the game is reset. Enchantress then takes kite and gets down in basement, so everything I've done to keep myself away from basement was all for nothing. But luckily, Patient had Tide, and I love Tide. Maybe I should bring 6-9 Priestess because Tide Priestess is a death sentence, but I want to bring Tide and I don't want to play a rescuer. And guess where I'm going? Yeah, into the basement. I'm so silly, aren't I? Sometimes this happens when you're not sticking to the wall, but thank the NetEast devs that Bonbon didn't break the portal because I would have been stuck inside and now I can't be rescued because no one has Tide. I was also spamming forget about saving, go for the Tide when Enchantress got basemented because, well, basement and Bonbon is a thing, and it's not a good thing. Rate my portals in this match, please. Score out of 10 in 3 categories. If I get 10 out of 10 on each one, I'm going to Koa. Number 1 is style, number 2 is distance gained, number 3 is timing. To be honest, I wish that Bonbon didn't switch targets because I could have had more content. But out of all of us, Enchantress would actually have been the best one for him to chase, and even though she gets stacks from getting chipped, the other 3 survivors have really good kite potential and ever sleeping. Toy Merchant can fly with a catapult so far, Priestess, Priestess is Priestess. Since we all have enough distance from Bonbon, I tell them to pop the Cypher because in late game against Bonbon, it's better to be full health because you can take more chip heads and then die to detention, because it's better to extend kite by taking the small damage over the big one shot, but I can't really seem to take my own advice because I get terror shocked by Bonbon later, so it doesn't really matter. Just now I was setting up escape portals in case he ever teleports to me, and luckily I did because he does teleport, but for some reason playing Priestess makes all my brain cells go poof, and then I die after doing a really, really bad flywheel because I get terror shocked anyway. It's not here yet, but have you ever thought that if a Joseph terror shocked you with the tension, it would mean that you took 6 hits? It's I'm trying to think of the maximum amount of damage that can be done. Okay, if Doom Shot was still a thing, I guess you could add that in as well to make 12? 8? I have no idea. And yes, this is the aforementioned bad flywheel and the lack of ability to take one's own advice. Also, am I bad at math? Is it 6 hits? I don't know. This is why I'm failing GCSE math. And anyway, on to the next match. And as you can probably hear and see, this is an old recording of mine that I didn't get around to commenting on. So I still journal this cipher because Priestess in Hospital is goated, and it's good because Fool's Gold comes to me. Well, not good, because he technically counts as Priestess. In VC, I was getting cussed at because I'm the rescuer, I should be in middle, and yes, I know you are, but where else was I supposed to go? Shit corner. And even though the whole reason I took middle cipher was because I was OP in Hospital, I ran out of Hospital because I could not get the portal right. And now that I realize that I did not even have to use the portal, all I had to do was just vault the window and take speed boost. I don't know if it's obvious, but my Neil and old gameplay differs quite a lot. Nowadays, I would most probably go upstairs into hospital, but I have no idea because I feel like my gameplay is deteriorating despite me playing for longer. TBH, I can't wait for Priestess's new S tier limited, even though I'm quite sure I won't get it, but you know, pretty woman in pretty dress is always a good thing. Anyway, I read the worst book ever in my life, but at least the cover looks good, so if I have to see it, at least I see something good. I think I also got scammed because the blurb clearly misled me into thinking that I was gonna be less sappy and cheesy. Anyway, I don't think I'm a bad priestess player as long as I stop doing my portals like that, because I was trying to go inside hospital, but I failed, and it is worse than an Oreo. An Oreo at least is useful. Sometimes. Also, I kind of knew that he was going to blink, but I didn't want to get terror shock because that would give him more presence. I mean, I suppose presence doesn't really matter that much for Fool's Gold, but like, you always want to take a hit over a terror shock no matter what if you know that you might not make it. For example, I wouldn't have made it back over the pallet because Priestess fought slower than normal. Journalist pulls off an awesome non-stuff rescue, and this is when I reminiscence on my awesome dodge all unstable ground rescue against Fool's Gold, and then I get terror shocked while rescuing. And it was so bad that the entomologist on chair just quit the game, and it was so funny because I was on a terror shock rescuing streak that time for like 2 or 3 days. And here you see me run into Explorer, who I'm pretty sure practically screamed in VC, and then I spammed sorry so much that someone told me, you need to stop saying sorry, to which I replied, oops, sorry. But as some high tier pros have said, saying sorry doesn't help because it doesn't communicate anything about the game. I will be switching out sorry with you're on your own, because at least they know that they're on their own and not to expect anything from me in a game of teamwork. Am I being sarcastic? I have no idea. So anyway, in VC, Explorer was telling Enchantress, who wasn't in VC by the way, to let him rescue because he had Tide, and well, I've been told that it's not good to bring Tide on decoders, and if I see a Tide Pharaoh lady, I will blast you into the atmosphere. And to be honest, I think I should have let Enchantress or Explorer stun the hunter with the pallet and taken that time to run away, but this is rank. Reduction points mean something here. And I'm not about to let a free 600 points go to waste, am I? And about Enchantress stealing the rescue, I guess she didn't see that Explorer had Tide, or she wanted to save it for endgame, because endgame Tide can really turn the tides, if you know what I mean. No. Okay, that was a really bad joke, and it's already been used, so it's not funny anymore. Okay, back to the main line of yapping. She supported me until Cypher was primed, and that's really all that matters. And since I was playing with pros, I fully trust that they would have force healed me as long as I died in a place with no walls, because I'm not stupid. I'm not letting Fool's Gold have like 3 downs at once. I hope. I have no idea why I decided to set up this elevator portal. It's like I don't even have heartbeat anymore, and then I let out the long portal. And when that thing is freed from its cage, hunters usually lose, I think. I don't know. Anyway, this was the baby that got us a 4 escape. And then on to the next clip. This is really just like a series of clips from one match that I had to show you exactly what happened and the context for the screenshot that I will be showing you. Basically, this puppeteer died really quickly. Blood is not Persica. My queen. Anyways, he died. Cypher wasn't even at 20, and I don't know why he didn't use Louis. He got downed, he got rescued, and then after a while he gets downed again. And this is when I finished my Cypher, and I realized that no one else has finished their Cypher, so I am technically a good little girl mate because I finished Cyphers. I mean, at least he used Louis this time. In this situation, I don't know if it would have been a better idea to sell him or not, because Matthias does have rebound kite potential, and it means that the hunter has to come back for him and not pressure Cyphers, which Upper Singer can do very well. Anyway, here I know that I'm gonna get dungeon because this is God Kite. I think. I have no idea, but I know I can survive since I have 3 pages anyways, and Riftkeeper's dying soon. And at least we have 3 ciphers remaining and not 4, because I would have surrendered and maybe that's what she wanted. And since the dungeon's open, I go over there and I think you can hear me graffitiing. It's gonna come soon. And I don't know if you thought that was toxic because she sent that. And no, I don't have a TikTok.